I'm going to show you a bunch of different ways to do a rough cut, usually for these types of episodes, like these YouTube things or these talking things. And I'm going to show you the quickest way I know to just run through a rough cut on an edit. I'm going to do this mock episode. It's going to be silly. It's about a lens. And I'm going to show you how, if you pattern the way you do it and you pattern the way you describe it, how you can just rough cut through this thing. So let's do our mock episode. Here we go. This is a Canon 85mm lens. Let's go through this thing. On the front, we have a lens cap, and by simply grabbing the front of it like this, it will come off and reveal the lens. On the back, we have a cap back here. It's more important to keep this covered, where you get dust between this and your sensor, than it is the front. Okay, that's our little silly mock episode. Let me show you a bunch of different ways to cut this between new and beginning people and what they do, and the quickest way I know. Let's check it out. Okay, here I am in my editor. I'm using Premiere Pro. You can use Final Cut, Hit Film, Sony Vegas, whatever you happen to use, and adapt this method to your own. Now usually, let's grab this footage here and throw it onto the timeline. And let me grab this footage here, which is the audio separate. Okay, I'm going to select it, make sure my tracks are targeted over here, sync up the sound. There we go, and then I'm just gonna nuke away the crummy in-camera sound. Now you'll notice for this type of editing, I've intentionally delivered something. Like if I was reading something, I could read something and say, blah, 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 blah. And then I have a pause point, and then I'd look at the next line, blah, 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 blah. So you see these pauses in here. So I know exactly where I'm going to rough cut this thing. You can go through and do the following. You can make sure these tracks that I'm going to edit are targeted, however you do that in your editor. And I go through and I find the beginning, and I click on this little cutter tool, and I cut there, and then I remove it. And then I come over here on this tool over here, and I cut here, and I remove that. And maybe I move this over to the beginning of that and squash the two together. And then I go over to here, I see that big space. I'm going to cut there and maybe cut over here and undo those and then move this over. Now I can also just cut here, select it, and do what's called a ripple delete. For me, it's shift delete, and it takes the middle one that's selected out and closes them up. Now in Premiere Pro, depends on your key commands, I have a cut set to the keyboard command X. You can use whatever keyboard command you want to use and set it to whatever's your preference. I personally like X. So when I come over here and this track is targeted, I hit X and it makes a cut. Now I can move the time marker down to where I want to go. I hit X again, it makes a cut. Now I can select that, part I don't want, hit Shift Delete, and it ripple deletes the two together. Let's undo that. There's also a keyboard command that I have, which is Q, which says take from the beginning of this clip, wherever you are, wherever the timeline is, cut it, and then ripple delete it over to the edge. So if I come over here to this beginning and I hit Q, you'll notice it lobbed off the front and then moved it over and deleted it. Now notice as I go through, I do an X, I click over and move the timeline to here. Now I hit, make sure that is selected, and I hit Q and it moves over. Then I select the next clip, make sure what I'm doing, X, that cuts that. Then I select the next clip and I move over, Q, and it does that. There's one even faster. If I go up here to this menu here and I go down and say that the selection follows the time marker, now that means what I have targeted over here, my audio and video track, or anything for that matter, as I move my time marker down the timeline, you'll notice it selects what's under it. Since I only have the video and audio track there, I select it. If I had a bunch of other tracks and I didn't want to do this, I would just lock them so they weren't affected. But here's what's happening. I can hold down my mouse and move this marker and still use these command keys, the X and Q keys, to get what I want and just rip through this. Let me show you. Move here, Q to the beginning, move here, X, move here, Q, move here, X, move here, Q, move here, X, move here, Q, move here, X, move here, Q. That's some really fast rough cut editing, and of course I know where my pauses and stuff like that are, but I just go through and I'm just holding down the mouse and going keyboard press, keyboard press, keyboard press, keyboard press. Fastest I know. You can rip through your editing, your rough cut editing, just so fast doing that method. If you have a better way of doing it than that that's quicker, I don't know, I've looked around. That's as quick as I can go for me. Let me know in the comments below if there's a way to do this for your particular editor that I haven't mentioned. I don't have all these editors, so I can't mention them all. Please do leave a comment in the comments below for others. I hope that helps. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. This is a Canon 85mm lens. Let's go through this thing. On the front, we have a lens cap, and by simply grabbing the front of it like this, it will come off and reveal the lens. On the back, we have a cap back here. It's more important to keep this covered, where you get dust between this and your sensor, than it is the front. On the lens, we have a switch, one for manual focus. This way you would manually focus with your hand, and a switch for autofocus, where when you press the camera and hold down the button for a bit, it will automatically focus on what it sees. Mounting the lens, you'll see this little red dot here. If you look on the camera, there will also be a dot on the camera which you align up, twist on, and it will click into place. I hope that helps. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.